Hey y'all, I'm Kara.
And I'm Danielle.
Welcome to the 30-ish podcast.
Welcome back.
Happy New Year!
2024.
Oh.
I'm Danielle, homeschool mom of 2, almost 3.
And I'm Kara, mom of 2 and English teacher.
All right. What have you been doing since we last saw each other?
Oh my gosh, all the things. New Year. Okay, so let's just think. We've had graduation, we've had Christmas, we've had New Year's, and we had our launch party.
Yes, very exciting.
So we've been busy, but I feel like we need to set the tone. So we are trying to record this episode before we get snowed in.
That is true. Yes, first snowfall
Yes,
of the season.
They are predicting 3 to 5 inches of snow.
Yeah, I hope we actually get something.
I know, right?
All the hoopla.
In Tennessee, that's like a big deal. I know that that's nothing.
I was actually driving yesterday and the radio was saying Snowmaggedon. And I was like, guys, it's not even half a foot.
Hey, I'm here for it. As long as we get some snow days, I'm cool with that. We already have tomorrow off for Martin Luther King Day.
Okay.
So an extra day to my long weekend would be fine with me.
I have a doctor's appointment at 10 a.m. in Nashville, so
I might be canceled.
I messaged them to see if I could do telehealth.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see. I'm like, I don't want to deal with it.
Is it one of those, not a big deal appointments, or is it like an ultrasound?
No, it's not an ultrasound.
Okay.
It's my GBS test, but, I feel like I can do it next week.
Oh, yeah. I would totally delay that, too.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But, yeah, she's just growing, They're just measuring my belly at this point, but...
I know. You're getting so close. I feel like we just blinked.
Yeah.
We went from 4th of July, me telling everyone that you were pregnant, to...
Yeah. So now?
That week was the same week of my birthday, which I remember I just kept saying, we went to Nashville, and I had a little too many spicy margaritas, and I was just like, watch out, pregnant lady coming through, watch out, and I don't think
I was like 7 weeks.
I was very concerned, okay?
And everyone's probably looking like, where?
Yeah.
Which person are you talking
It's
about?
fine. All of us, actually.
We're all pregnant.
Okay, so, did you watch football last night?
No, I didn't, but I saw some fashion highlights.
I know, so you would be proud of me. I watched 2 football games last night.
Really?
Cool. Yeah.
So who was on?
Okay, so it was the
My
Browns.
team's out of the playoffs, so
It was let me think. It was the Browns and the Texans.
Okay.
And the Texans won.
And then
Which was a big deal because Joe Flacco got brought in to the Browns. I'm pretty sure he was retired.
Follow us for all your football updates.
ESPN SportsCenter, hire me, please. No, I really don't know anything about football, but I keep hearing my husband and my brother talk about this. So I guess he was retired. Don't quote me on this. And then they brought him out of retirement because they went through 4 quarterbacks.
Oh.
People kept getting hurt or different things kept happening. So they were like, hey, you used to play. Let's bring you in.
Interesting.
But apparently he dropped the ball.
How old is he? Isn't he old?
That's a good one.
Joe Flacco, right?
Joe Flacco. He's cute.
He's cute. That makes you a good football player.
38.
Oh. Okay, I was thinking he was someone else.
That's pretty old,
That is
right?
old for football, but I was thinking of someone else.
Okay, did he retire? I don't know. Anyway, he wasn't usually playing. So anyway, the Texans won, and then the Chiefs played the Dolphins.
Yes, I did see that actually.
And the field was frozen over.
Yeah. I saw a meme of the Chiefs coach, and he had icicles on his mustache.
Oh, that poor guy, Andy.
I mean, he's from there, so I think he's used to the cold, but...
I do feel like they had an advantage because they're used to the cold, but when the game first started...
Yeah, especially a Florida team.
Right? When the game first started, Travis Kelce's face was purple.
Oh, really?
My brother was like, look at his face. It didn't even look like him.
Wow.
If I didn't know that was him,
yeah.
I would never have guessed. His face was purple from the wind. That's going to hurt today.
Ooh, yeah.
But anyway, yes. So TSwift showed up in this, puffer
I saw
jacket that looks like his jersey. I was like, wow, we're getting pretty serious now if his name's on your back.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, her and Brittany Mahomes both had that puffer, which I was like, that's whoever made that, which we found out who makes it, but I was like, that is a cool coat. I want one.
And that's
not a Chiefs one
for their business. Can
you
imagine?
Yeah. I think it's Kristen Juszczyk. She's a wife of a 49ers player.
Which is so cool that she does this, like, on the side, when she totally doesn't have to, I'm sure.
Yeah, and she did, I saw a little video of her, like, actually making it. So, like...
That's cool.
Yeah, like, she legit did it.
So, does she... Because I did see one, too, where it was, like, her taking a jersey and, like, cropping it into some shirt.
Yeah.
Like, did she just, like, screen print this one? Or
no,
think it actually is from a jersey?
It's from a jersey. Like, she sewed it onto the thing.
That's cool.
So, I haven't looked into it, like, too much, but I think she makes, like... WAG, you know, like wife of the players. They call themselves WAG.
I've never heard this.
You never heard WAGs.
Wife.
I think it was a show at one point, like wife. I don't know what WAG stands for actually, because wife of.
I know, that's what I was just thinking.
Wife and girlfriend. Wives and girlfriends. Yeah, that's what it is.
Man, that's what I should have done.
Married a professional football player.
I am a wife and girlfriend, but not of an NFL player.
I'm a WAG too, but. To an insurance agent.
Yeah, just a little bit different.
There's no merch for that.
Well, you made pins. We can make shirts.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So anyway, while I'm on my football thing, so the Titans fired their head coach.
I saw that too. I wasn't really sure why. I guess they didn't have a very.
So it's very controversial. Like, everyone that I've seen from here, like, basically guys I went to high school with that post on Facebook, they're like, this is unbelievable. This is the worst decision ever. And, like, it's pretty unanimous on my social media feeds. But then people who aren't from here are like, any other job, even if you had, like, great seasons or great success, if you go several years and then you don't, no one's going to be like, well, he used to be great at his job. Let's keep him on.
Yeah.
So,
you have to, like, take yourself out of the emotion of it.
Yeah, but now I don't know what they're going to do. They're like starting from the ground up because Derrick Henry's basically leaving. They lost AJ Brown. Now they've lost their head coach.
They're against me in my division, so the Colts.
So you don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
They can have some building up years. Give the Colts some time to shine.
Well, they're going to need it. They're going to need a few years.
We've had a few years ourselves of rebuilding, I guess you could say.
Well, you know, I don't usually keep up with the NFL, but I have a soft spot for my brother. Like, anytime my brother asks to do something, he just moved like 2 miles down the road from us a few months ago. And so I'd say like at least twice a week he comes over our house just to see the kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good kid. But anyway, so last night he wanted me to stay up and watch the football game, which I would never care to do normally.
Yeah.
But got a lot of football in this week. And then Nick Saban retired. Alabama's coach.
I did see that. It's just like a shaken up Chicago over here.
Yeah. So it's a big football week. But
definitely. Because when is the Super Bowl this year? It's got to be coming up.
Isn't it usually like
the first week of February? I think so.
Oh, we need to have a Super Bowl party.
Yes, we should totally have a Super Bowl party.
We can make
I love Super Bowl food.
I was going to say we can make one of those cheese balls. It looks like a football.
Oh, yeah. My papa always used to make the cheese ball for our family. And I would still eat it even though it had pork in it. And I don't eat pork.
Oh.
But I'd be like, my papa made this.
Aw, that's sweet.
Okay, Super Bowl, 2024. Let's see.
Yeah, what Super Bowl is this?
Yeah, sorry, it's loading. Not sure. I don't know. Well, we'll come back to that, I guess. But I think it's usually the first week of February.
I feel like you're right. Super Bowl 2024.
Yeah, mine's not loading.
It's because I'm on the Wi-Fi, probably.
February
11th.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'll have a Super Bowl, baby.
That would be very stressful for Tyler, I feel like.
Yeah, he wouldn't like that. I don't think I would like that either.
But you could watch it in the hospital.
Oh, yeah. Because you have a TV. I don't think I've ever watched TV at the hospital.
Oh,
You always see it on shows that they're, like, watching TV at the hospital, like, while they're waiting. But I don't think I've ever...
What was this show?
Actually done it.
When I was in labor with Collins, which...
It's like an old Western. I feel like it's, like, not current TV.
No. It was this show... Who's that guy that says, the rapper that's like, yeah, all the time? Is his name Lil Jon? I think it's Lil Jon. But it was like, it was some show like, oh my gosh. Sorry, we're the Google queens today. But it was a show where he was fixing up houses.
Oh.
It
like
was
a rap
Lil Jon comes to HGTV, a new home renovation series. Oh, it's called Lil Jon Wants to Do What?
That's hilarious. I've never heard of that.
We watched it all day long. I was in labor for, I don't know, I think 11 hours, and like the entire time, like even like crunch time, like pushing, Lil Jon is in the background.
That's hilarious.
It was hilarious. So
I've never heard of this show.
We hadn't either, and I've never watched it since, but it kept us incredibly entertained. I'm gonna have to go.
I'm gonna add that to my list of shows to.
Yes, I mean maybe it'll encourage
Lil Jon.
the process.
Well, no, like remember how I was looking for a show?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Lil Jon.
Honestly, the houses were beautiful, but I was like, there is no way that he had anything to do with any of these houses.
Was he like designing, or was he like he had a hammer?
Yeah, he was like going in and he was like, we're gonna knock this wall down and we're gonna put quartz here.
So he's like a contractor.
Yeah, I mean he was making all the decisions. He wants to do what? He just kept saying that.
He had an underlying passion for home renovation, apparently.
I mean, I don't know, the houses were beautiful. Oh, speaking of houses, so we went to, I don't think I've even told you this, we went to go look at a house.
No.
Last weekend, which I don't think I've said this on the podcast before. My husband works nights, so we're always like, what is that term? Ships in the dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, passing each other.
Night,
yeah, ships in the night. So, like his days off are when I'm at work, and then he's usually asleep when I'm awake. But anyway, so it was kind of a big deal that we were setting aside the time to, sorry, I'm like scooting further away from Danielle as we go on. It was kind of a big deal that we were setting aside time to go and look at the house. And I don't know, I'm a person where I'm pretty content.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I feel like my husband's more of like, I don't know, not that I'm not ambitious, but he's like always working towards the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I can be more like, oh, I'm okay because this was our first house and it's sentimental and there's still things that I want to do and fix it up before I move on to another house.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway.
Was it here in Murfreesboro?
Yes, it was here in Murfreesboro. Oh,
Okay.
no, that's a lie. It was Smyrna, closer to Nolensville.
Okay.
So still Rutherford County, still pretty
Yeah.
close. It was like 25 minutes from our current house. But anyway, my husband drives, he's got an hour plus commute.
Yeah.
So it would make his commute like 30 minutes shorter.
Oh,
So that was the whole reason for looking on that side of town, because it would do the opposite to my commute. But anyway, I drive 8 minutes to work right now, so I really can't complain about that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we all keep hearing interest rates are going to drop, interest rates are going to drop. And so he's like, as soon as that happens, we're out of this house.
Really?
Just because he knows that we can make money off of the house and he wants to maximize on it.
Yeah.
But I was shocked. I feel like it came out of nowhere. So
Yeah.
then I'm like, wait, but I never got to put the cabinets in my laundry room. And we've done all this work in the nursery. And then how am I going to make it the exact same at the new house? Which is so silly. Like, well,
I mean, it's just
new
what's important.
projects.
Yes, definitely new house, new projects. But it's like what's important to you, you know?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Did you like the house though?
Oh my gosh, yes. So it's a new construction neighborhood. It's the same builder as our current house. So we would be very familiar with the process. But when we pulled up, so we were going to look at 2 neighborhoods. And when we pulled up to the first, my husband said, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if you just kept driving. Because we just weren't overly impressed with the neighborhood. And I had already been to both, just like driven through a few different times. And I thought the same thing because it looked just like our neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
And so it was like, why would you move from one neighborhood that looks so similar to another? I don't know. It just didn't seem like a step up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Paying so much more. So anyhow, we got to walk through a model home that was exactly the same floor plan as we wanted. And actually, it wasn't even a model home. It was a home that was about to be closed on. So it didn't have like all the bells and whistles or anything. It was like easy to imagine, okay, this is what our house would look like. It was beautiful. It was double the square footage of our house. It just had everything that I could want, and then all the upgrades we were able to do. We spent 3.5 hours with this agent.
Dang.
And we went in thinking like, oh, we're just gonna like blow, I don't know.
Not really wanting it.
Right,
kind of thing,
right. And we were like, we're going to go to the next neighborhood, and that's going to be the one. We ended up just canceling our appointment with the next neighborhood because we were so in love with this one.
Oh, wow.
But guess how much our monthly mortgage would have been? Even putting like a hefty down payment down, putting like almost $100K down for a down payment.
A lot.
$3,800 a month. And it's like, who can afford to pay almost $4,000 a month for a house?
I mean, there are people, but it's
I know, but like run-of-the-mill people.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money. And so, I don't know. Definitely, that was with the interest rates where they are right now.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Yes. So, basically, all that to say that our house search is paused for the moment.
Yeah.
But
so, as soon as they drop, you're out of there.
I don't know. We'll see.
According to Ryan.
Yeah, according to Ryan.
Well, that's exciting, though. Something to manifest for 2024.
It was exciting. I think we both were just like so stunned by it and taken back and wanted it to work so badly, even after we found out the price tag. And we're like, okay, we'll think on it for a few days because we had to let them know pretty quickly. They only had, I think, 8 lots that were still available.
Because they're still building them.
Because they're still building.
Right.
And Ryan, this is another like only seeing each other at certain times, had to literally wake me up one morning to be like, hey, I don't think we can do this. Like, I don't feel right about it. But I was so relieved because I was already so nervous about it.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, that's kind of sad if you have to like wake someone up in the morning to have a normal conversation.
Because you guys are just on opposite schedules.
Yeah. So, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that is exciting stuff, though. I mean, either way, like, no matter what way you go with it, renovating your house or getting a new one. Like...
Yeah, and that's kind of where I am now. It's like, okay, let me finish paying off my student loans. Gosh, did you have student loans?
Yeah.
Are you still paying them?
Well, so mine is not very big compared to, like, literally everyone in the world, but they stopped for COVID, like, automatically, and then in December, they just were like, by the way, we're back.
This December?
Yeah.
Oh, this past December? Oh my gosh.
And so I got this charge on my account and I was like, fraud. But it wasn't fraud. I like looked into it and I was like, oh, that's my student loan.
Oh my goodness. No, see, mine never stopped because I had a private student loan.
Okay.
But I have it paid down like a lot. But I don't know. I think it's funny how my priorities have shifted over the years. Like for so long, I was like, yeah, I'll make my student loan payment, but I'll still like go get my hair done, go get my nails done, like go treat myself and do whatever. And now I'm like, I have got to get rid of these. Every time I get paid, I'm like, here's $3,000. Like, please, let's just get rid of these. So,
yeah. It's like a big thing to have over your head.
Yes.
For sure. So I'm sure once you get it done, you'll feel better.
Student loans are such a scam.
I mean, yeah.
But anyway, speaking of school, graduated.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's like a weird feeling.
I was going to say, do you feel like you need to be doing your homework or something?
Yes. Well, I kept feeling like I needed to check my email because every single day I would check my school email and like the
portal
website,
or whatever.
Yes, the website that your homework's on to check for grades. And also, I just feel like I don't have so much to do. Yeah. And then also, I am just a person where I'm always working towards something. I feel like the accomplishment aspect of it. And so
sit back and relax, Kara.
I know.
Time to have fun.
It's it's been a good self-reflection for me though of like
slowing
down. You
down.
don't have to find your worth through achieving things.
Well, you can set new goals.
That's true.
You know, they don't have to be academic.
Speaking of new goals, did you set any resolutions? Are you a resolution girly?
I'm not really a resolution girly, I would say. I'm more of like a vision board, like, you know, start anew. I don't know, like fresh start.
Just envision what's to come.
Yeah, I do want that. And we're doing vision boards at our next book club and I'm super excited.
Which is next weekend.
Yes.
And I'm so sad about this because I had years of magazines.
Oh, you just got rid of magazines?
And I just gave them to this girl in our neighborhood like 6 months ago.
Oh, dang.
I mean, I had like pop culture magazines. I had all the Joanna Gaines magazines, like perfect ones.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I have any. I haven't really looked, but I can't tell you the last time.
Target or something.
Yeah, there's got to be ones like around.
I hope so, because my vision board's about to be
blank.
Well, it's just gonna be Pinterest.
Well, I mean that works too.
Yeah.
And like writing stuff on there that you want to see, like words and things. I don't know. I did one for the first time last year at the beginning of the year, and I have it on my like closet door.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and I really liked it. Like I feel like it really like kept me on track necessarily, but like seeing it every day like does keep your goals like top of mind, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like it's helpful and inspiring and like,
Yeah.
you know, just.
It keeps it at the forefront of your mind, I'm sure.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really, really does. So I'm excited to make a new one. A lot of the things from last year on my list, like, manifested themselves. I even put baby girl on in January, and like, I'm having a baby girl.
That's crazy.
I know.
I love that.
So
I've never made one before, so I'm excited. But you know my crafty skills, so I may recruit some help on this one. I made, when we did the doormats at Halloween, my ghost looked like boobs. So anyway,
it wasn't the greatest doormat I've ever seen,
no.
but
none of my crafts are. But it's fine.
But this is but a vision board is for you. So like, you're gonna be the one to like. It's what you want it to look like, you know.
That's true.
That's what you want your future to look like.
So, I saw this quote earlier. This is so random, switching topics. I saw this quote that said, "You're addicted to anything that you can't give up for 30 days."
Okay.
Do you think that's true?
I mean, I feel like there's truth to it. Yeah.
Because I don't really set resolutions either, because I beat myself up if I don't get them done.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or even if you fall a day short, then it's easy to like snowball and stop doing it. But I'm trying to spend less time on social media. Like, I still have it for like our 30-ish stuff, and occasionally I find myself scrolling. But I do feel like I've spent less time. But I feel like in the past that would have been so hard.
Yeah.
Like, to delete things off your phone. Like, I permanently deleted Facebook off my phone.
Yeah.
And
I feel like Facebook is for like keeping up with my family.
yes.
Like my older generations.
Which it's a matter of time until like my grandma or someone calls me and is like, "Did you block me on Facebook? Because I haven't seen any pictures of the kids."
Yeah, that is true though, because like I have mine set. Well, you should do this. Like, I have mine set, so if I ever post on Instagram, it posts to Facebook.
Yeah.
So I don't really go on Facebook a lot, but I know that like certain people who want to keep up with like long distance family members, you know, they'll see like the updates from the kids.
I didn't think about
and
that.
I don't really have to like go on there and maintain it, but like it just posts to them and
automatically.
Yeah, which is nice.
But anyway, I don't know why that quote like sat with me, but you're addicted to anything you can't give up for 30 days. I was like, huh. But anyway,
I mean, I think it's definitely a generalization, but you know.
Yeah. It was just something about New Year's, and I was like, there's some truth to that.
Definitely some truth to it, for sure.
So, launch party.
Yes, we had our launch party recently, this past week, and it was so fun.
It was so fun. It was such a good turnout. I feel like I'm skeptical Nancy, and I hate it, but I'm always like, well, what if nobody shows up? Or what if I don't know what to say to people? And I feel silly now because it was such a good time.
It was such a good time. Like, everything looked great. Everyone who came seemed happy to be there.
Like genuinely had a good time. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like there were awkward, quiet moments. So shout out to our vendors.
Yes.
The Reserved Event Studio was like the perfect place if you're
It
local to have any sort of party. It was super cute. It had like this black wall, and then there was grass, like a grass wall on top of it with like LED lights, and it said "This is the place." And I don't know, it was like you can just walk in and it sets itself up. Yeah,
and I was impressed too with them because, you know, you always think you have everything that you need, but you always forget something. And in the drawers, she had like those last minute items that like, oh yeah, I forgot scissors, of course, like which is nice.
Everything.
Yeah, she even had like serving plates and everything that you would need. So it was kind of like a one-stop shop.
And then we had a girl, Bryn, that did this port, which was fun.
Yes.
And your sister hopped on the train too.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
And Discord's like Botox, if you've never had that done before. And we had a permanent jewelry lady there. Did I end up showing you mine?
Yes.
With the kids' birthstones on it? I thought that was so
I thought
sweet.
that was
She
really
could do
cool.
that. I know.
Yeah.
So now
I actually looked at her website after the party because I was like, what all can you do? And you can do like necklaces, bracelets, all kinds of stuff. And I never even really knew about it. So
they do mommy and me chocolates too.
Oh, that's cute.
Once Collins, my daughter, gets a little bigger, I'm like, that would be so cute. But right now she's so chunky that it would
You'd
probably
get lost in a
pop
roll.
off. Yeah, it would pop off eventually.
Yeah. But no, it was a great turnout. We appreciate everybody who came. Lots of support, like in person and, you know,
on social media and from afar, all of our friends. Yeah, I definitely left there feeling like the support, and I love that we're actually growing the community. It's not just us, it's kind of, you know, what we were envisioning of ladies who are, you know, almost in their 30s, or like Danielle's mom having her double 30 birthday.
Yes, she is having her double 30 birthday this summer.
I love that.
So we're starting to plan that. I just need her to pick a theme.
Oh,
and she's like, well, I don't want like 60 to be in the title. I was like, that's fine. Like, it's double 30, but we can have any theme, really.
I love double 30.
Yeah.
I'm forever.
Well, because on Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen just had her triple 20 birthday, which was her.
That's cute too.
Yeah, but my mom was like, but I didn't really love my 20s. Like, I would rather be 30 again than 20 again. So she was like, so double 30 works better. 30
again sounds really cute too.
Yeah.
Or like 13 going on 30, but she's 60. We'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll definitely think of something. We have plenty of time. Her birthday's not till June, so like the end of June.
Is she a Cancer?
I don't know.
I'm a Cancer.
It doesn't.
Mine's July 7th.
I should know this.
I
No, she's a Gemini. I'm no, I don't think Cancer's correct. Yeah, because you're July.
July 7th.
Yeah, so she's like the end of Gemini.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I love your mom.
She's fun.
She's one of a kind for sure.
Yes. She's like, you guys keep me young.
100%.
But then she was in town for my baby shower.
Yes,
she just left today. Perfect. It was great. It was like exactly what I wanted. Mm-hmm. You know, like still fun and like aesthetically pleasing, mm-hmm. you know, like pretty, whatever, but like the food was amazing.
Oh my gosh, yeah. How do you say the name of the place we went?
North Italia.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. If you have one near you and you have not been, it was my first time. Have you been there before?
Yes, I've been there before.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
You have to go.
Yeah, they had this bread.
It was like
I'm still dreaming about it.
Truffle garlic bread.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and then it had like this
creamy cheese on top.
Gosh, it was so good.
It was so good. I want to go back just for the bread because we all shared, and I was like, I could eat this whole thing by myself.
Right. That was definitely my favorite. But we shared appetizers and everything was so good.
It was so good. And like the waiters were super nice.
Oh yeah.
There's one in Franklin, which is near us, but I think it's a chain.
Yeah, there's definitely other ones around here because when I put in my GPS, it popped up multiple.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I didn't know there was.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
That sounds about right actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely recommend North Italia. It was
so good.
Yes. Kids.
And just the whole vibe was very much you. Like it was casual, but it was also fun.
Yeah.
It was a good group of girls. I liked meeting some of your other friends I haven't met before.
Yeah, so. It was a good turnout. One of the girls from book club though, she texted me, Bree. She was like, I thought it was tomorrow.
Oh no.
I was like, no. Like at least she didn't come like a day early, you know, and drive to the wrong day.
Well, at least she realized, and still come today.
Yeah, because that would have been upsetting. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
I would have felt so bad if she drove there on the wrong day.
Have sat and eaten by myself.
But that's something I would have done. Yeah. I've actually have done that before. Gone to something on the wrong day.
Oh, that sucks.
And you're just like, like I'm all the way here. I got ready, you know, like, it's such a like, dang feeling.
Then I feel like I would have to make the best of it, eat by myself, order all the things.
Yeah. Well, at least there it would have been good food.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe too.
Yeah. And like, it's always like, okay, definitely you have a baby shower for your first baby, but then like for the other ones, you're like, should I have a baby shower? Should I not?
Right.
Like it's not like I want to like ask for stuff, but you still want to like celebrate the new baby.
This was perfect.
So
it was like laid back, but it was still obviously a baby shower, but also you didn't have to do like balloons or anything crazy, like throw an event.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So it was nice to like celebrate the new baby, and it just makes it feel like, you know, she's coming and we're
Mhm.
excited and,
It was
you
great.
know,
We are
exciting
excited.
stuff.
And we all voted on the birthday.
Yes.
Which is 100% going to be Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, Kara picked my due date.
So, we'll see.
I guess the 18th, I think. I don't know, somewhere in the teens. That's what I'm feeling.
Because your due date is actually the 14th.
Correct.
So you definitely want her to come in the teens so you're not so far out.
Yeah. Well, my birthday is the 22nd. So I'm just kind of hoping she doesn't come on my birthday.
Or, what's your other day you don't want her on?
Leap day. This year is leap year, in case you didn't know. And my husband informed me that that's a possibility that she could come on that day. And I started crying because then that means she doesn't have a birthday every year. Like,
She'll be young forever.
I mean, sure, but it's just not fun. Like, I love birthdays.
It is just such a weird
Concept.
phenomenon. Like, how is that a thing? Why is that a thing? I'm sure there's some sort of reason. Somebody will tell me.
Well, it's because each year is 365 and a quarter days. So then every 4 years, we add a day to February, which is so random.
Right. Like, why would it not be the last day of the year?
Yeah. That's true too. Like, I don't know, the whole concept is kind of silly. Like,
but why 365 and a quarter? Like, what's the point?
I don't know, Kara. It probably has something to do with daylight. And don't get
Farming.
me started on that because I think daylight savings time makes 0 sense.
Well, and then every single year they're like, this is the last year we're going to do that. And then it keeps happening. Daylight savings time.
Right. And I think it should be the opposite. Like, we should stay on... Like, they want to take it out of the fall one, but, like, we should... I don't know. It's so confusing to me.
I just want the
it
one
makes
where
no sense.
It's light outside longer.
Correct.
100% of the time.
Right. Same.
And I don't know if it would, like, actually work like
it
that.
would have to. Because, like, in the winter, when it's already... The days are getting shorter, we make the day even shorter.
I'm going to trust you on this because I'm not, like, a science person. So.
Yeah, when it starts to get dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like, who's that good for?
Nobody.
Not me.
Nobody. And honestly,
not my toddler.
I was going to say, while we're on this, it's hard for productivity, I feel like, because when I'm getting off of work and getting home, it's like 4 o'clock and then it's starting to get dark an hour later. And it's like, I can, but I can't really just, like, cook dinner and put my kids in bed.
Yeah, because Grayson's just getting up from his nap and he's like, all right, I'm ready to go play outside. I'm like, it's pitch black outside. Sorry, bud.
Well, and then, I don't know, I've talked to several people about this lately where it's like seasonal depression. Like, I feel like the darkness just really can take a toll on you.
It can, and lack of vitamin D. Yeah.
100%. And just like not getting those, especially if you're like working during the day, not getting those daylight hours. Like my husband is never seeing the sun.
Yeah.
Because he's asleep during the day.
Can you imagine living in like Alaska?
No.
Yeah.
No. I had a good family friend who did and he loved it, but he's very outdoorsy.
Yeah.
So he loved the things you could do there, but...
I want to go to Alaska. My friend Bo, he goes to Alaska during the summertime and he's a whitewater rafting guide. I don't know if it's white water or whatever, but it's a rafting guide. And I obviously couldn't do that pregnant, but I just think that sounds so fun. Like to go there, like Alaska's like its own frontier. Like
it's like its own little world.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think it would be so cool to go. And I found out at when I was in Florida that my Nana, she went there. And I was like, I had no idea.
Aw.
I know. She was telling me all about it. Well, she was talking
Pam's
about...
mom?
Yes,
Aww.
Pam's mom has been
did.
to Alaska. And I was like, that is so exciting. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like when you find out little tidbits about your grandparents, you're like, wow, like...
You had this whole life.
So there's such a life before us.
That's funny.
Which, speaking of that, when we were at my papa's funeral, my Nana gave like this really long speech and she told us like all these things that they used to do. But one of the things that they used to do that me and my cousins, like we all thought was so neat, was back in that time period, they would dress up, they would go to like the city, and there would be these people who just took professional photos of you like walking down the street, and it was like to be seen. Like, and so they have all these like fancy photos of them like out on the town in their like fancy clothes.
That's funny.
And that's what they all did. I was like, that is really neat. Like Instagram before it was Instagram.
I was gonna say that is like do it for the gram. That's
yeah,
so
but
funny.
it was like they have these memories now, or like we do, because you know we have the pictures.
That's
and
so
it's
sweet.
like they look like supermodels or like movie stars.
So did they go out in their clothes afterwards?
I think they did. They probably like went to dinner or
That's
something.
so
but
fun.
like yeah, it was like their red carpet.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the coolest.
I don't know that I've ever heard something like that. That's cool.
They lived in Wisconsin, so I don't know if it was everywhere, but I thought that was so neat. Like, wow, we should do that now.
Right? I know, that's fun.
It is fun. But yeah, besides that, just been prepping for baby. I still have all my Christmas decorations up.
Yeah, Danielle went to Florida right after Christmas, so I went over there the other night, and we were like, oh, Christmas is still up.
Yeah, and it's like the end of January.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it is, you know, I'm never gonna not turn my tree on if it's sitting there. It's just like those twinkly lights, but your house looks so bare when you take your Christmas decorations down.
I know.
It's so like cozy, and
I was shocked. Like, I guess I just forgot. I put my tree up on November 1st every year because I'm crazy. And when I took it down, which we took it down the day after Christmas, no one was just ready for some reason. I never do that. Like, I love having the tree up as long as I possibly can. But my son was like, we need the Christmas tree down. It's not Christmas anymore. So
on to the next.
100%. When we did, I was like, oh my gosh, look at all this room we have.
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
So, room
It
for
does
activities.
make, you have like new square footage.
Right.
You don't need to move. You have your Christmas decorations down.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to tell Ryan.
Yeah. You just took your Christmas decorations down.
You just forgot we had this corner of our house.
Yeah. Well, okay, so speaking of going to Florida, we were there for 2 weeks for Christmas. Like, we left the 26th and we came back like earlier this week, and it's hilarious to me when we were coming back, like you drive the 12 hours, right? And people driving in Florida versus people driving in Murfreesboro is like very different. So it was just funny because we got off 24 to like go into Murfreesboro, and I'm not kidding you, within 30 seconds we got cut off by someone going like 10 below the speed limit, and we were like, oh, we're back.
That's one major reason why I would not be sad moving out of Murfreesboro is the traffic.
No, it's like they don't drive properly.
Oh no, that too.
Yeah, it's like driving Miss Daisy around here. Like,
it's stressful.
It is a little stressful because like in Florida, it's a different kind of stressful because it's like pedal to the metal. Like, we're in a race to get somewhere. Like, I don't know where we're going, but we're in a race, and I'm losing because, you know, if you're 1 second late at the stoplight, someone's honking at you.
Oh gosh.
And, you know, it's just
I
is what it is.
that either.
But as soon as you get to Murfreesboro, it's like, you better be below the speed limit or else you're gonna crash.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-degree difference. Like, Florida, you need 10 above. Murfreesboro, 10 below.
See, that's funny you say that because I've never really... No, I need to pay attention when I drive now.
Well, because you're just used to it.
That's probably true.
Yeah, it's like everybody's just moseying around.
Well, it's just so much congestion and traffic and all the new things they're building, which is exciting. Like across from the avenue, they're building this whole new shopping center, which is awesome, but it's like the traffic is going to be even crazier than it already is.
I guess, like, again, being from Florida and learning to drive in Florida, like,
you're just used to it.
Well, traffic there is a lot worse than it is here. Like, a lot more congested. Like, don't even try to go over by Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't imagine.
Yeah, but, I mean, I guess every place has their thing.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the part of town, though, that is the most congested for sure. But it is exciting that they're building new things because...
we need it.
Yeah. Like, the restaurant selection.
Oh, yeah.
I would say is, like, fried chicken.
Yeah, we have lots of the same.
We do have a lot of the same. And sometimes I just want, like, a salad.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I would die if we got a cava.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, Franklin has it. Like, in other burbs, like, come on.
Anytime I take Collins to my daughter to Vanderbilt, she has to have these checkups every 6 months. We always go to Cava because It's just an excuse.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
And I want like a smoothie bowl place, like an actual smoothie bowl place.
Okay, yeah, and then the juice bar got bought out by some other company,
I saw that.
and I'm like, I just don't trust that your acai bowls are going to be the same. That was like my favorite.
Because I went to like a lifestyle nutrition or something, and I was like, oh, it's going to be like fresh pressed juice. No, it's like some packet that...
Herbalife.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, I can't drink this. This is not what I was expecting.
Don't get me on those.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be like, you know, like I said, cold pressed juice.
No, that's what the juice bar was, and I love it.
It was really good.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, juice bar.
So sad.
Well, maybe we'll get something similar.
I hope so.
In the new part of the avenues.
Yeah, surely. Surely they'll realize we're missing something.
That's what we'll put on our vision board.
Juice bar.
Healthy places to eat in Murfreesboro.
That's funny.
Fast casual. But yes, we have a lot of big things coming up in 2024. We're not only making vision boards for ourselves, but we're making vision boards for the 30-ish community.
Yes, I'm so
excited. Have lots of big plans for this year, and we're excited to share them with you all in good time. But also, if you guys have anything that you want to do in the 30-ish community, we're thinking of guests we want to have on. We're thinking of events we want to throw. Like, we really want to like grow the whole community and just have fun this year.
Yeah, any sort of suggestions, feedbacks, things that you want to hear, see. Yes, please let us know. I even had a girl reach out. I don't know if I even told you this. And she was like, I'm not famous, I'm not anybody, but if you ever want a guest to come on, I would love to just chat with you guys. And I was like,
we do. We want to chat with everybody, see where everybody's, you know, where you're at. Like, just, I really feel like, especially with COVID, like, everybody just felt like they were dealing with their own problems all by themselves. And now we all have each other.
That's right. And we're not anything fancy. It's just meeting you where you're at. So.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to keep putting out episodes every Tuesday and keep growing this community. And I'm going to have a baby at some point.
I know. We're so excited for baby Emery.
Yes, very excited. But thank you guys all so much for listening today. I'm Danielle.
And I'm Kara.
And remember, we're all just walking each other home. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us every Tuesday for a new episode on Apple, Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review and follow us on Instagram at 30ish_podcast. Bye.